Sentries are stationary summons that do extra damage and work great with summoners and other classes as well. So today, we're going to count down the top 3 Sentries. Why 3? Well, the group is kind of limited, so I'm trying to keep this to the most powerful. So with that, let's go ahead and get this list started at number 3. Coming in at number 3 is the Staff of the Frost Hydra. This can be gotten with a biome key from the Ice biome over in the hard mode dungeon. The Frost Hydra does a base damage of 100, which makes it quite powerful and has good knockback. But the thing is, the range shot can be a bit hard to aim because moving targets are able to dodge this at times. The best bet is to try to get your enemies in close with the Frost Hydra for the most effectiveness. Along with the damage, the one thing that makes this really cool is that the Frost Hydra can be used with other Sentry minions, without impacting the normal minion total. Number 2. The Lunar Portal Staff drops from the Moon Lord. It has a 1 in 9 chance and is actually weaker than the Frost Hydra. It has a base damage of 50, but at the same time, it actually has a very strong knockback. And what makes this very nice is that it fires in short bursts of lines. These lines can actually help push mobs and other monsters away. This can be very helpful against large or segmented monsters like the Destroyer and other beings. Again, with having low base damage, the rate of damage can actually mean a very high DPS with lots of hits, so it can actually do more damage than a Frost Hydra. Again, the Lunar Portal Staff can be used simultaneously with other Sentry minions and does not count against your minion total. And finally, number 1. The Rainbow Crystal Staff is another drop from the Moon Lord. It has a 1 in 9 chance, but it is actually very different than the other Sentries. One being that it has a high base damage of 150, but the damage it does is kind of awkward the way I see it. The Sentry itself gives off beams of light, but the damage isn't incurred until after the beam of light disappears, so it has a very different damage mechanic. This can actually prove to be very difficult against mobs that are very fast moving that can actually avoid some of the damage. So in order to capitalize on the damage, you'll have to find a way to contain some of the faster moving mobs. Like the previous 2 staffs, the Crystal Staff can actually be used simultaneously with other Sentry minions and does not impact the normal minion total. The Sentry itself does actually have an incredible range limit, but again, trying to hit some of the faster mobs may prove to be difficult unless they're contained. Overall, being very colorful and doing a ton of damage, this does take the number 1 top spot. I decided not to include the Stardust Guardian. It doesn't seem to do as much damage. It is helpful and you can place it by double tapping the down key, but overall I feel that these other Sentries do a pretty good job of holding their own, while the Stardust Guardian requires a little bit more backup and a little bit more closer range. If the Guardian had a wider range, then I could see it definitely being more helpful. Thank you everybody for watching. Please feel free to share your Terraria top Sentries down below in the comment section. I'd love to hear from you as always. If you're a new viewer, please be sure to subscribe for more Terraria top 5s, gameplays, and other content as well. If you have any suggestions or questions, please feel free to put them down below in the comment section. I'd love to hear from you. Have yourselves a wonderful day, and I will see you again next time.